And what I'm going to use on this to finish it is some E Ultra Shine Wax and a little bit of Shello Wax for a protective coating. So let's grab some paper towels and we'll get started. I'm going to boost the speed up a little bit so that I can build up some friction for this polish. Have to be careful there. My bushings are evidently relatively dirty, and this polish will clean those bushings, and I do not want to get what it's taken off of the bushings onto the pin blanks. See if I can get in there and clean that bushing a little bit. Look at that. You don't want that on your pin. Getting our paper towel here, I'm just going to buff a little bit. I'm actually applying a little bit of pressure with my fingers to build up some friction to let that E Shine wax get in there and really just do its job. Nothing's coming off on the paper towel, and that's good. Tells me I've buffed it off. So there you go, look at that. Now let's get another paper towel and apply a little bit of the Shello Wax. Okay, I've got the Shello Wax shaken up really good. I'm going to start to lay, I guess I'm about 1200 RPMs. And I'm going to apply a little pea-sized drop of this Shello Wax right to the blank. And I'm just going to continue to move back and forth, applying a little bit of pressure to the pin blank. And letting this wax build up some heat, because it is a friction polish that will basically cause it to bond and harden, and it'll give a nice protective coating that will last for years and years. Okay, let me flip that lathe off. You can see the difference. It may be hard to see in the video, but there's a lot more of a shine on this half than there is on this half. So I'm going to go ahead and put a coat on this half, then we're going to let it dry for a little bit, and I will come back and apply a second coat. I'm going to get a clean paper towel and just do a little bit of buffing. Alright, I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to apply a second coat, and then we'll get this pin assembled. I've got the bullet pin blank chucked up, and I'm ready to start rounding that out. I'm going to true it up real quick. About 1500 RPMs on the speed of the lathe. Okay, the blank is trued up and turned down pretty far. I like that this one's going to have a little bit of the weathering left in it. I'm going to go ahead and get my tool rest adjust it in a little bit. A little closer. I don't want to get too close, but there we go. Now I'm going to jump down to a little smaller spindle gouge, and I'm going to turn this down to the size of the bushings. Okay, that's all there is to it. The blank is sized properly. I'm going to get cleaned up here, the dust cleaned up, and then I'm going to get some sanding, or get my sandpaper out and get the sanding done on this, so we'll be back in a moment for that. Alright, that blank is sanding quick and nice. I'm going to go ahead and shut the video off for a few moments, get through my sandpaper, and then I'll be back to polish this blank up.